Hey, my name's Nolan. I'm the service manager from Jackson Comfort Services. The cold weather's setting in upon us, and some of you might be waking up to some cold air blowing out of your vents. Now, rest assured, if you're in Northeast Ohio, Jackson Comfort has 5-star technicians ready to go and get your heat back up and running. If you want to take a look at a few things to try and get the heat going yourself, here's a few useful tips to rectify the situation. Now, the first thing I'm going to want you to look at is your thermostat. We want to make sure those settings are set correctly, and also we want to make sure that the batteries on the thermostat are in good condition. If you've got a smart thermostat, then the batteries are not going to be a problem, but if you've got a standard digital thermostat, you're going to want to check that first. Next, you're going to go ahead and check and make sure, is my thermostat set for heat? And then from there, you're going to make sure, is the set point on the thermostat turned up higher than the room temperature. Now, typically, the room temperature is going to be displayed as a larger number in the middle of the thermostat, and your set point is going to be a smaller number, usually at the top right of the thermostat. Some thermostats vary, it might be a little bit different, but that's the most common thing you're going to see. So make sure those batteries are good, make sure we're set for heat, and make sure that set point is above the room temperature. Once you verify that everything with the thermostat is good, the next thing you're going to want to look at is the filter on your furnace. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but a dirty filter can actually cause your furnace to stop running. So you're going to want to check and make sure, is the filter clean? And then if you got a dirty filter in there, you want to make sure to change that and get a new one in there before you try running your system again. All right, now the next thing you're going to want to look at is you're going to want to make sure that you have fuel being supplied to your furnace. Some furnaces work off of natural gas, some work off of propane, and some are going to work off of fuel oil. The way you can check that easily is if you have another appliance that works off of that fuel source. Just check and see, a water heater, for example, is my water still heating? Is my gas stove working? And that'll be a quick tell whether or not you actually have fuel being provided to your system. Now you verified that you have fuel to your system. The next step is you're going to go to the furnace and see, are the burners lighting in the furnace? If they're not, that could mean a faulty ignition system, it could mean a pilot light is out, or some other malfunction. At this point, if you're in Northeast Ohio, you're going to want to give Jackson Comfort Services a call to get one of our 5-star technicians over to look at the problem. If you're not in Northeast Ohio, give a local trusted professional a call to look at your heating system to make sure we get your heat back up and going. So if your burners are lighting in the furnace, the next thing you're going to want to listen for is the blower motor in the system. After just about a minute, you should hear the motor turn on and start to feel air coming out of your registers. If that's not happening, that could mean a part is malfunctioning inside your furnace. This would be another great time to call Jackson Comfort if you're in Northeast Ohio, or call a local trusted professional to get you help on getting your heat back up and running. So that's a great list that you can use to check your heating system and see if it's a problem that you can fix yourself. Now, there are some other issues that can pop up in your furnace that would cause no heat that we definitely want to get a professional involved with. One critical component in your furnace that can cause a no heat situation is a part called the heat exchanger. Now, the heat exchanger is the main component that separates the combustion air from the air that you're breathing in your home. It's very critical that we make sure the heat exchanger doesn't have holes or cracks, and that's why it's really important to make sure that you have a trusted professional out to inspect your heating equipment on a regular basis. Another very important item with your gas heating system is your ductwork. If your ductwork isn't sized properly, if it's dirty, if there's restrictions in your ductwork, that can cause no heat, especially when we get into the colder months when the furnace is working harder. Airflow is super critical for both your heating and cooling systems, so this is something you're going to want to make sure is correct. If you're not getting air through your furnace, it's going to overheat, it's going to lock out, and it's not going to work right. Also, if you're not getting enough air through your heating system, it can actually fail a lot sooner. So that's something you're going to make sure you have right on your furnace system. If you're in the Northeast Ohio area, call Jackson Comfort. We've got technicians that are trained specifically on airflow, and they can get a great solution going for you to solve that problem. Again, call a trusted professional if you're not in our area, and make sure you get that looked at on your heating system. Okay, well, I hope today's video helped you better understand what to do if you have no heat with your heating system. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to Jackson Comfort for more heating, cooling, and plumbing tips, and we'll see you on the next one. No, I just tend to drift, you know.
I got you.
But I think I got my marker. Some work of propane, and let's redo that.
All right.
I stumbled up.
Feel free to just keep rolling whenever you're
Do I have hot water from my water heater? Oh, let's redo that.
Okay.
It's terrible. Some furnaces are gonna walk.
Some furnaces are gonna walk.
They're gonna walk. All right. Some furnaces are gonna work off of. Maybe we should just go with the other take. You killed me with the walk.
That's fine. It's all right. All right. You just
Turned out that was the best take, that first one.
Yeah. All right. We're moving on.
Now, if your gas, bleh. I started off strong on this whole thing, and now I'm like
Yeah. Now you're second guessing yourself.
camera shy. It was like the walking thing that did it.
Yeah,
All right.
so you read the whole video.
All right.